So here we got TJ's first ever match. A lot of this, match, it may be a little slower, but I definitely like a lot of stuff that's going on here because, stand up, we got a lot of hand fighting, clinching, staying busy. We got a Kimura attempt standing. TJ's definitely staying busy and active here. I do like the use of the feints. I like the use of the underhooks to defend the takedown and clinches. And it's really important to do stuff like that. A lot of guys for a long time, don't get good at that hand fighting concept or keeping themselves moving. So right here, we're on the receiving end of a takedown. And, again, just that short amount of time standing, I cut a little bit off of it, but a lot of it was staying busy and staying active. A lot of guys get stalling warnings standing up, and they worry. They're waiting to counter something, or, they have this plan of if someone shoots on them. So from there, it's also important to be able to kind of right away slap those hands and get right into it. It's super important to get comfortable because you're not always going to be able to counter. Just like fighting, anything else, you're not always going to be able to counter. You might have to pressure somebody. So from here, we're trying to grab lockdown. Now, if you look at this, a lot of guys, use this kind of technique where they're just driving their shoulder in. They're kind of giving that clinch up. From there, you could start getting into the jaws of life and attacking. But once this underhook gets free in one way or another, like he's trying to turn over and he starts flattening that arm out because he wants to attack it for a Kimura, you're definitely in danger on the bottom, but it's also really important. It's tougher to move because that Kimura keeps you flat. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there because it's killing your position. But TJ's still being smart, focusing on more things than one, and he's re-clinching and getting back up to the lockdown and trying to work. The guy's doing the obvious, driving, cross face, and then he's going to continue trying to attack that arm. So here we're in a tough spot, bottom side mount. I actually definitely like what happens here because for somebody's first match, I like the escape on an attempt at a ghost escape, and then a little bit of inversion. We're in a little bit of a scramble here, but I definitely like the thinking outside the box for somebody's first match kind of mindset, because a lot of guys get stuck on the bottom. Like, you could definitely ask 100 dudes how their first loss ever went at white belt or how their first match ever went, and the guys that got stuck are going to say, like, maybe they got taken down and held down in bottom side mountain, they panicked and waited too long and gassed out, and there's a lot of things at play, but it sucks to be on the bottom. So in a competition, I do definitely like seeing somebody think their way out, stay calm and patient, and from here, I think the patience pays off. He's taking his time. They're kind of in this like weird, like almost like dogfight position, and now he's continuing to fight for that clinch, and he wants to take the back. So he gets one hook in. And now he's going to start breaking his opponent down and taking control of them, So, again, for your first match ever, I love the patience. The patience is super important. Now, you definitely see some guys, do the wrong kind of patience where they stay on the bottom and they're like resting there. But I think for the most part, for things not going, completely as planned and, getting taken down and now you're in guard and have to work your way out. I like this match, and as a first match, there's tons of experience. There's lots of time he's getting riding the back, and even though he falls short here with the timer, again, tons of experience, and, it's a great match.